Assalamualaikum, I am Alina Zahid and today we are solving Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper Code 0580, Chapter 12 Statics Past Paper from 2017 to 2023. But first I would like to say that all the revenue generated from this video for the first 6 months will be donated to Palestine, inshallah. So please support this channel to support our cause. So in question 38, Anna records the number of text messages she received for 14 days. This is the data, and in first part complete the stem and leaf diagram. First, in order to complete the one is already given, right? First, if we arrange it, it will starting with the 13, 15, 17, 18, 21, again 21, 22, 27, 28, 29, 31, 31 again, 31 again, and 38. So this we arrange this table. Now 1 is already written. We have to write 3, 13. Now for the 15, 17, 18, for 21, 21 again, 22, 27, for 31, 31 again, 31 again, and 38. So this is our leaf diagram on 28 and 29 also. And what is the key? The key is, if we consider this like 1 from here, and after the line 7 represents the 17 messages. This is the key. Now find the median. How we find the median? Median is the middle term. How can we find it? First cancel from the right, second from one from right, one from left. So we left with the 2 because it is given in the even numbers. If we have to calculate from the odd numbers, we get only one number, but from the even we get 2, so we have to divide both with the 2 to get the average of 34.5. Find the mode. Mode is the most repeated value. The most repeated value is it can be 21. 21 is written 2 times. It can be 31 is written in for the 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and only 31 is written more than 2 times, so we can say that the mode is 31. For the range is highest, which is 38, minus lowest, which is 13. Look at the table. The lowest is 13 and the highest is 38. Highest and lowest, minus it to get our range, which is 25. In the part B, in our shop, there are 4 red and 8 grey phones. Anna and Pet each pick one of these phones and random work out the probability that they both pick a grey phone. So the probability of grey phone is 8, and for the both phones is 4 plus 8, which is 12. So first is 8 over 12. Now for the second condition, 1 grey phone is already selected, so the remain grey phone is 7, and if one phone is already selected, the rest is 11. 12 minus 1, which will become 14 over 33. This is the answer of part B. Now in question 39, the cumulative frequency table shows information about the speed of each of 200 cars as they pass a speed camera. The cumulative frequency is we have to calculate. Now for what we have to write. Now in order to make the graph 12, cumulative frequency and the speed kilometer per hour is also given. We just have to plot in the graph. First value we get at the 70 velocity is 12. So I guess this is 2, 4. This is our 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. This is our 12. We get our first point 12 at 70. For the second point 46 at 80, 46, 42, 44, 46 at 80, 98, 115. This is 150. This is 152, 154, 115. At 90, at 95, again 155. So this is 115, which will be somewhere 110, 112, 114. This is 115. Now this is 155 right here, and this is 156, 158. This is at the this point will be at 95, not on 200, not on this point. Now for 100, 177. This is our 170, 172, 174, 176, 177 at 100. Now at 200, 150, 120. This is form the graph. So we form our graph. Now, so in part 2 of question 39, use your cumulative frequency diagram to find an estimate of the median. So for the median, the highest cumulative frequency, which is 200, right here on the y-axis of the graph, this is 200 divided by 2 because it is the mid term. It will give you the 100th value, and 100th value, make a straight line from here to a point. It cuts it. Sorry, the 100 value from the cumulative frequency from here to here, it is considered as 89. This is 85. So we can say that to calculate the 100th value, which is at 89. Sorry. Now in the part B, the intercalate range. For the intercalate range, first we have to calculate the upper intercalate range, which is 3 over 4 multiply with the total number 200. We get our 150th value, and for the lower 1 over 4 multiplied by 200, we get our 50th value. For the 150th and 50th value, this is our 150. Now again, if this is 40. Cumulative frequency, this is our 50. Consider moving straight. Here it cuts the graph. Moving downwards, we get the value of 81 for the lower. The upper is 150. This is 100. 120, 140, 150 right here. Moving straight. Into the downward direction. Somewhere of 95 or 94 we get. So for the lower it is 81 and for the upper it is 94. So 94 for the range 94 minus 81, and we get our interquartile range, which is 13. In part C, the number of cars with a speed greater than 110 kilometers per hour. For 110 kilometers per hour above, we can consider 111 kilometer per hour if we move straight on the y-axis. So here it cuts the graph moving now straight to the x-axis, and it gives you the value of here 190, and this is 200. So 190 is our we calculated, and the highest cumulative frequency is 200. So the number of cars greater than 110, we can say that 200 minus 190, and it is 10. So the 10 cars has a greater speed more than 110 kilometers per hour. In the part B, the frequency table shows information about the mass each of 50 trucks. Now we have to calculate the mean mass of the trucks. In order to calculate the mean mass, again 2600 plus 200 divided by 2 to get our x. Now 2600 plus 2 plus 3500 divided by 2 to get our answer of x is 3050. Same for the rest two coulombs. Now when we calculate the common part x, multiply this with the frequency, we get our answer 27600. This with the 15, 45750. This with 16, 68000. This with 7, 37450. Again, now add all the values. 27600 plus 5 plus 45750 plus 68000 plus 3750 divided by the total number, which is 50 total mass. We get our answer of 3576. In the part 2, in a histogram, show the information the height of the first block is fixed. centimeter, calculate the height of the remaining 3 boxes. So the first we calculated for they calculated for the 12. We have to calculate for the rest of the 3. How we calculate? 15 minus the range which is given 3500 minus 2600 for the for the second box, and we get our value of 1 over 60. And now we have to calculate by which number it is multiplied in order to get our first value. So in order to calculate that, go for the first frequency which is already given, 12 minus 2600 divided by its range right here, and it gives the answer of 0.02. Now 0.02 multiplied by a number which we have to calculate, and it gives the answer of right here 6. So if this in order to calculate the x is equals to 6 divided by 0.02, we get 300. So we get our x value which is 300. So we multiply it with 300 to get the first answer which is 5 for the second 16 frequency right here, divided by its range which is 5000 minus 3500 multiplied by 300, it gives the answer of 3.2. And for the 7 divided by its range 5700 minus 5000 multiply by the x value which is 300, and give the value of 3. So we calculated all the frequency densities. First is already given 6, so we don't have to write. For the second column it is 5, for the third column it is 3.2, and for the fourth column it is 3. So this is the answer of the B part. Moving on to question number 40, in which the frequency table shows the time of each of 42 athletes in a race. This is the time range and the number of athletes. Calculate an estimate of the mean time. In order to calculate the estimate of the mean time, the first we calculate the x, which is for the x and for the fx. Now we calculated the mean part by adding the 216 plus 219 divided by 2. It will give this value. By adding 224 plus 219 divided by 2, it gives 3 values, and so on. We calculated our x, and by multiplying this value with this one, we get our fx. This is our f, this is our x. By multiplying we get our values. Now add all the values of fx. 1957.5 plus 3101 plus 3206 plus 478 plus 760 divided by the total athlete which is 42, and it will give you the answer of 226.3. 236.3 is the answer. Now for the B part, complete the histogram to show the information in the frequency table. The two blocks are already have been drawn. From here it will from 245 to 264, and from 216 to 218 has already drawn. So this is 219, and this is 244 to 264, This is already done. This is already done. For these three, we have to draw the to complete our histogram. Now start calculating for the rest frequency density. Now for the 9 over it will give you for the first, it will give you the value of 3, which is already drawn. For the rest, 14, 14 over its range, 2.8, again 14 over its range, 1.4 for 2, 244 minus 234, 0.2, and for 3, 264 minus 244, and it will give you the value of 0.15. For the first, for the second, it is 2.8, 2.8, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8. For 224, for this one, 224 to 235, from here to 224, which is right here, 225, 226, 227, 228, 229, 230. Make a straight line. Stop at the 228, and this is our second histogram. Make the rest of it, and to complete this histogram, now for the 1.4, the range is 224 to 234. This is our 234. For 1.4, make the rest of it. Like for the 234 to 244, 0.2. Now for the last, for the I guess this is the range to 2. This is the end. This is the last value, and this is our histogram is completed for the part B. Now for in question number 41, Daisy reports her homework. Mark the table shows the result. Write down the range. So in order to calculate the range, we do what is maximum minus minimum. So what is the maximum value of homework marks is the 20, and the minimum is 15. So the range is 20 maximum minus 15 minimum. It is 5, which is our answer. So write down the mode. So the mode is the highest frequency. So if we look at the highest value, so for the mode highest frequency, 19 is given, on which the homework marks is 17. So this is the highest of frequency. Now find the median. In order to get the median, first get the middle value, which is 50, which is the total value minus 20. It will give you 25th value. So where we can get 25th? 1, no. 1 plus 3, 4, no. 4 plus 19, 4 plus 19, 23, no. 23 plus 11, 34, which is, is it greater than 25? Yes, so we can consider it, which is our, this, coulomb, 18 over 11. So the median is 11. Now, in order to calculate the mean, again we have to do all the first, calculate the x. Now the range is not given, we have given the direct numbers, so our x values will be remain same as, we can write above it. The x value is 15, from here it is 6, from here it is 17, 18, 19, 20, so it multiply with 1, 15 for fx, 15, 16 into 3, 48, 17 into 19, 323, 11 into 18, 198, 10 into 19, 190, and 20 into 6, 120. You get our values. Now calculate the mean, add all the values. 15 plus 48 plus 323 plus 198 plus 190 plus 120 divided by the total numbers, which is 50, with total marks. We get our answer of 17.88. Now for the B part, again arrange from higher to lower. In order to get it arranged, 18, 20, 20 again, 21 again, 21 again, 21 for the third time, 22, 25, 30, 33, 34. Write the values for 18, for 20, for the 2 times, for 21, for the 3 times, for 22, for 25, for 30, 33, 34. So key, here key is already written, like this is this form, this one and this one, like 2, 5 is represent as 25. Now find the median. In order to get the median, start cancelling the from one value from the right, one value from the left. We get 21 as the median. Find the interpolate range. For the upper interpolate range, we use the formula of 3 over 4 multiplied by the, here we didn't know the, in order to calculate the higher value, we use the formula of n plus 1 value, because we are calculating the value, the nth value we know that it will be 11 plus the 1 value, and we get the higher value of 19. For the lower quartile, we use 1 over 4 form, 1 over 4 and plus 1 value. Now for that, it will become 11 plus 1, 12 value, and the lower quartile become the third value. So the ninth value and the third value, the ninth value is, if we calculate, so if I do the numbering on the values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On 9, value 30 is given. On the lower quartile, the third value 20 is given. We calculated the range, which is 10. And we use the 11 because as the list shows the ED score in 11 tests. So this is we can consider our total number. And when the total is given, we can calculate it simply with the help of the formula for the higher quartile and for the lower quartile. And since it is an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is an 11. This is an odd case. We add one value, and if it's an even case, we don't have to need to add plus 1. So in question 42, the table shows the number of each of the type of bird in the garden. On Monday, goldfish 8. On pie chart sector angle is 960 degree. Now, by which factor all the birds are in order to calculate all the birds angle we have to multiply by which factor. We can calculate for one goldfinch, like for 8 it is 960 degree. For 1 it will become 96 divided by 8, 12. So for 6 multiply by the 12, because it is because for the 1 the sector increase is the sector which is the factor which is by multiplying here is 12. Now for 6 into 12 will become 72 degree. Now 11 also multiply by 12 because it's for the single bird value, 132. 5 into 12, 60 degree. Now this is 96, which is already given. 72 somewhere. If you place your D, you have to place your protector carefully on this side, where this will be our, from here to here it is forming 96 degree angle, and from somewhere this point 90 is 90 degrees representing from the protector. So this is our 42 degree. This is somewhere our 132 degree, and this is 60 degree. For robin, starling, and the jay. So this you just have to put your D carefully, and you protect it carefully, and you can get the values of the rest of the 3 birds. Now on the part C, on Tuesday the number of goldfinch seen in the garden increased by the number percentage 262.5. Calculate the number of goldfish seen on Tuesday. In order to calculate the goldfinch on Tuesday, first the number of goldfinch is 8. From the given table, this is the number it is increased, and in order to get the percentage into the number, we can divide it with the 100. We get our answer of 21. But this is for the Tuesday. In order to calculate the Tuesday one, we just not have to calculate the value for Tuesday. We also added with the Monday because Monday plus Tuesday, and for the Wednesday we have to add the value of Tuesday and Monday as well. So 21 plus 8 it will give you the value of 29. In part D, one of the most common birds in the world is the red-billed quail. Red-billed quail, which lives in the sub-Sahara Africa. There are approximately 1,500 millions of these birds in this area. Right, 150 million in standard form. Sorry, 1,500 million in the standard form. How can we write this in the standard form? Simply 1.5, assuming this is our 0. This is our point, shifting to left hand side, 1, 2, 3. So it will become 1.5 exponent 3, and for the million, exponent 6. Add the both, it will become 1.5 exponent 9. This 10 exponent power 6 we use for the million. In part 2, the land area of sub-Saharan Africa is approximately 21.2 million square kilometers. Work out the average number of these birds per square kilometer. For that, the birds, uh, this is in a million. The area cover divided by the area cover, also in the million. Million cancel, we get our answer of 70.75. Now in question 43, Indiana records the time taken for workers in a company to travel to work. The time is given. The frequency for the first two columns is not given. How can we calculate it? Because of the help of the graph of the frequency density, we know that the formula of frequency density is equals to frequency over the range of the time. So range of the for the range, now for the first frequency, the frequency density is right here, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8. 2.8 divided by the range 10 minus 0 is equals to this is the frequency density, which is 2.8. We have to calculate the frequency density frequency. Now divide both. If we arrange the equation, frequency density is right here, 28. 28 multiplied by the 10 will be equals to the frequency density. What we simply do, we simply multiply both sides with 10. We get our first frequency, which is this is 2.8, 2.8, 2.9, 3. 2.8 into 10 will be 28. We get our first frequency, 28. For the second frequency, again frequency density is 3 for the second column. So frequency density is 3. Frequency over the uh, maximum value, range minus the minimum value. We get 30 is equals to frequency over 15. So multiply both sides with 15. The frequency will become equals to 45. Sorry, 3 into 15 will be 45. We get our two frequencies. Now complete the table and the histogram. In order to calculate the frequency density for the rest, calculate for this one. 57 over its range, 40 minus 25, we get our point 3.8, and for this one 38 minus 60 minus 40, 60 minus 40, we'll get 1.9, and for the 12 minus 80 minus 60, we'll get 1 point, sorry, 0.6. Put the values. This is our 0.6 for 80 to 60. Now for the 40 to 60, 1.9. Now for 40 to 25, 3.8. So our histogram is complete. For now in B part, calculate an estimate of the mean time. Again, in order to calculate the mean time, add the both values divided by 2 to get our x. 1 2 3 4 5 5 coulombs. 1 2 3 4 5. 10 divided by 10 divided by 2 will be 5. 25 plus 10 will be 35, and 35 divided by 2, 17.5. This we are doing for the x. Then moving on, 40 plus 25 divided by 2, we get our 32.5. 60 plus 40 divided by 2, we get 50. 40 plus 60 will be, it will be 100, and divided by 2, 50. 80 plus 60 divided by 2, 70. Multiply it with the frequency, given frequency, we get our value 28 into 5, 140. 17.5 into 4 into 45, 787.5, 1852.5, 1900, and when we multiply 70 with 12, 70 into 12, 840. Now for the mean, add all values. Divided by total number, which is given right here. Since the total is not given in the question, what we can do, simply add the frequency. 28 plus 45 plus 57 plus 38 plus 12, it will give you the value of 180. Divided by 180, it will give you the answer of 30.67 minutes. So this is the part B. Now for the part C, Rashid says the longest time that any of these workers take to travel to work is 80 minutes. Give a reason why Rashid may be wrong. So the values which are given are in the term of interval, from one interval to two interval to, and we can see that in the given graph that it is in the intervals of time. Now how can be Rashid may be wrong that we don't know the exact values. This is the, because we have only given the range. It can be 80 to 60. The frequency will remain 12. Since we can say that because we don't know the exact value not known to us. So this is our answer. Values are given in term of interval. That is mean that we do not have the exact value to like 80 minutes for the longest time. Now in part A, Indra picks three workers at random from those who take longer than 25 minutes to travel work. Calculate the probability that one worker takes 60 minutes or less and the other two each take more than 60. For 60 or less, and for greater than it, first we can consider our by the help of the given table. First for the given condition, because the one is minus for the second member, and again one minus for the, this is for the other two that take more than 60 minutes, and this is for the member less than 60 minutes. Less 60, more 60. If we solve it, and since we don't know the order, so this can be here and this can be here, or the vice versa can be here. So the probability can be, we can multiply with 3 to get the all three conditions. So we, by solving, it will become 1254 over 39697. So this is the answer of the of question 43.